Sports Park, lights out 13. The second stop going to be Sweet 16. Ultra Street, you have been called. Vortex Superchargers, Energy Manufacturing, Maximo Racing Oils, Ultra Street. X275 second chance, X275 second chance. To the bottom of the tower, if you are interested in the X275 second chance, come to the bottom of the tower, please. Vargas getting his gloves on. We'll get him pushed forward as he's going to be taking on the Black Plague hot rod in the right-hand side of the racetrack. DJ McCain behind the wheel of the Jason Hickle owned machine, 1320X, or not Jason Hickle. Big thank you to 1320X Fabrication, Jason Hickle, for sponsoring, helping sponsor Lights Out 13. Apologies to Ira Mack. He said, it's okay. Ira Mack owns the Black Plague right here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. All the Pat Musey cubic inches here in the right lane. Put on a show in the heat. 60 seconds. If you are not here for the X275 second chance chip draw, you are not going to be racing X275 second chance. You got 60 seconds to get here. Probably about 45 by now. Your No Mercy 12 LDR champ here for DJ and the rest of the crew is thank you to the McCain Mac Racing here in the right lane for being patient and waiting on Gargas, knowing the situation as DJ has been in the same spot between driving a couple cars across a couple different classes. We even had him running X275 in 2 different cars at one time. We're going to get the CTR race car machine here, Paul Gargas. Big thank you to the rest of the crew on the left-hand side of the racetrack for sponsoring the Fuel Tech Radial Outlaws Racing Series. As Mr. Gargas trying to double up on a RTRA Championship Series LDR for 2022, and if you win that one, probably going to say that you got a good shot at winning the Fuel Tech Radial Outlaws Series for LDR as well. They spraying the water in the water box and about ready to go. Gargas getting the machine fired up here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. And it's Plague time here on the right-hand side as the sail paint on the wing used to say Showtime, reminiscent of the camp that this car used to belong to. And now it's Big Plague time. DJ McCain and Paul Gargas have met before in LDR competition here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. The last time, the car on the right-hand side, it was a little ugly, it was a little bruised up, had 10,000 RPM transmission stickers on it instead of Bondo. That's how they got it fixed up. But DJ was the #1 qualifier at No Mercy 12. They are looking to go back-to-back to cover Lethal Weapon 2. Gargas, you got to wonder if he just got beat on the whole shot in Pro 275, if that's got to be weighing a little bit on your mind. Might see if he gets after it on the tree or even gets after it too much and turns it a little on the red side. As he knows the right-hand side of the racetrack, DJ McCain, he's going to be on one, going to look to go 990 to the 60-foot. Throw a 008, 009, even a sub 20 reaction time on there. It's going to be a tough one. Ultra Street, we're missing 2 competitors. Mr. Rodriguez, Ultra Street, we're missing you. Ultra Street, we're missing a few competitors. Ultra Street to the lanes, please. Ultra Street to the lanes. DJ McCain, pre-stage on, waiting on Gargis. You got a lot of people over here looking behind both camps. As DJ is in, Gargis is coming into the stage. They are gone. Oh, 30 for DJ. 9-9 to the 60 shootout and gets it. 391 for 182. It's plague time, baby. Nuck if you buck. Ryan McCain fired up down there as well. Says, talk at me. Paul Gargis goes down as the #1 qualifier. That was absolutely ridiculous there, knocking on the 80s. Congratulations, Jason Hickle and Ira Mack. You got yourself a hot rod there.
Get limited 235, brought to you by Nitrous Outlet, Ultimate Converter Concepts, SP Tools USA, RC Components, Force Production, Pink Carburetors. Let's go X275 round number 3 as Rob Goss, the world record holder, and Shane Heckle. Out the record holder. Rob Goss was 0-10 red.
We're fired up down there. I ain't seen dance moves like that since Neon Moon was a hit.
Wow. Rob Goss is known not for losses. He earned the $1,000 BCOP award for the #1 qualifier in X275. And thank you to the Captain family for their support.
As we were talking in the tower here, like Fabian said, got the BCOP award there, getting $1,000, going to soothe a little bit of wounds there for Rob Goss, but Shane Heckle,
wow,
when he needs it, puts together a pass. I mean,
there's Eric Moore now. We have the parts coming. BG after
15 by 15, 1-inch backspace wheel. We need a 15 by 15, 1-inch backspace wheel. Brian Markowitz needs one, so if you're out of competition out there and a lot of the big tire cars would slap the little tires on it, you got some 15 by 15s in the trailer, we need it, please. If you can either take it to Brian Markowitz or come up to the tower and let Brian Markowitz know where he needs to go on the scooter to get one. A 15 by 15, 1-inch backspace wheel is needed for Brian Markowitz to be rolling on in the semifinals of Radio vs. the World.
All right, so Eric Moore, Alan Feltz. Alan Feltz coming off of an NMCA Street Outlaw Championship. Here we go, clean and green, top of the racetrack. How about it? Gonna be Eric Moore, 423 to a 424. Good, solid drag race all the way down the racetrack. Eric Moore had about 15 thou on the tree, 8 thou quicker on the other end. And do the math. 23 thousandths of a second margin of victory. But that was a pretty good drag race. Alan Feltz with a stellar 424. They were 2/10 quicker than he qualified.
So 2 of the 4 spots for the semifinal dance in X275. Got some Texans in there. Norman Chang, was driving the Renner ride here on the left-hand side, owned by Terry Ryan. We could have 3, and then if Kenny picks up a win, might even have 4. But in the meantime, Frank Mushaw behind the wheel of the Terry Ryan, all the way from the East Coast machine here. So we were talking about Norman Chang used to drive this car as well in X275, and then number 4 qualifier here. 4:23.3 is whenever you got a car that runs as good as this one, you will drag it all over the country and talk to some people and get it going. As it looks like 3 out of the 4 spots in the semifinals are going to be occupied by Texans, as Kenny Hanna does not have an opponent. And Dom DiDonato from Wilmington, Delaware. The 2008 GT 500, number 5 qualifier, 4:23.6, 171 for the Triangle Speed Racing, L&M Racing Engines, Shocker Hitch sponsored hot rod here in the right lane.
Frank Mushaw, Dom DiDonato. Coming in the water box, you got, oh boy, that's going to be a good one. Here we go. Top of the racetrack, how about it? Give it to Mushaw, 421 to a 424. So Frank Mushaw heads to the semis.
Apologies to Uris. The stage was blocking the number 2 qualifier, Hellion Turbo hot rod, sponsored on the left lane for the Albuquerque, New Mexico Fireball, John Uris.
And how about this guy, Kenny Hubbard, Montgomery, Texas. Now, Kenny Hubbard, we were just told is the winner of the B-Cop Sportsman Award for $500. So congratulations to Kenny Hubbard and the team.
A trophy to go with it for the Sportsman Award, as we've been talking. You know, Kenny Hanna, he's got a cool thing going on over there. We call him Kenny Hanna because he'll pretty much he enjoys to feed people. It brings him joy to have a good time and have a party atmosphere. Doesn't matter where you come from, where you're at in life, whatever it is, fans, racers, all that great stuff. Always welcome to the Kenny Hanna pits.
Absolutely.
And that's what we got to the recipient of the BCOS Sportsman Award. We will see if Kenny Hanna from Montgomery, Texas, the MC fam, Nizer Racing small block Pro Charge machine, hopped up by Hubbard, needs to hop it up just a little bit. See if he'll hop it up on the Christmas tree. John Uris building the boost, coming forward, looking to go to the semifinals. Kenny Hubbard said, and he never looked back. 4:19.3, 175 for the Fireball.
So good solid run there. How about John Uris was 0-10 on the Christmas tree. Kenny Hubbard, not a bad line, 0-38, but again, congratulations Kenny Hubbard, the B-Cop Sportsman Award. Congratulations Kenny Hubbard as man. Limited 235 should be back there. Limited 235 should be back there in the lanes for round number 3.
Limited 235 to lanes, limited 235 to lanes, limited 235 to lanes. Carolina 275, start getting ready as well. But we need limited 235 to lanes. Carolina 275, no time. We'll be calling you momentarily.
Billy Smith and Mike Freeman. Mike Freeman, Lehigh, Florida, right-hand side. Ultra Street, first pair out. Here we go. Here we go. Billy Smith. Mike Freeman. Here we go. And Billy Smith strikes the tires. Mike Freeman, 458, 154. So Char Bartholomew, Steve Beeson Jr. Here we go, Bartholomew Beeston. Clean green, big advance for Charles, top man. Got him 453 for the Maryland runner. Headed to the semis of Ultra Street. Dave Fiskus and Eugene Rodriguez.
Junior, Dennis Hampton, check your phone. I sent you the ladders for the no time. Junior, I sent you the ladders for no time on your phone.
All right, Dave Fiskus left side out of Batavia, Ohio. Eugene Rodriguez from Tampa. Here we go. Fiskus and Rodriguez. Here, big advance for Fiskus. Is that enough? Yes, 453.6 for Dave Fiskus, 152. Rodriguez, 457, 153. So Dave Fiskus going to another semifinal. So Sean Pevler, I'm being told, will receive a broke by. Pevler again, a broke by. Jason Spina was unable to make the call this morning. There we go. Sean Pevler gets a free shot at the racetrack. And then we have Limited 235 coming up. So Sean Pevler, number 3 qualifier. Free shot of the racetrack. Wheels up, oh man, get very close to the wall out of the groove, and he thinks better of it. 588, 82 miles per hour. That'll be it for Ultra Street round number 3.
Hey, I'm Craig, AKA No Leg Craig, race small block nitrous with a little S10. Been all over America racing. TRE's my engine builder. We're here today at Georgia. I'm a double amputee, obviously. I got 2 prosthetics. It happened when I was 23 years old, 1995. We always just say young and dumb because I was out, ended up on a train track. So, you know, just bad times, bad deal, but it's all good. Prosthetics came along later on in life and got me back to doing what a normal person can do. And I just wear prosthetics and do everything I'm supposed to do. Working with a prosthetic company over the years, they would use me as a demonstrator. They would put a new product on me and I would walk it. And then I would give them feedback. So the knee is a microprocessor knee, which actually has a computer and gives me stance. So it'll hold me. So it don't just buckle, you know, like an old door hinge. So when you walk, it actually swings out with swing assist. And then I actually worked with them, and everybody likes this one. It's called a rotator. So I complained about tying my shoe, and you can rotate the leg. So you can rotate it now. You know, joke around the track, I can swing around and put it all over. So that's just the fun part of it. But it's actually a very seriously needed deal in the prosthetic industry. So you actually can sit down and then bend your knee, and it just actually makes it where you're comfortable sitting for long periods of time. Driving, sitting down, tying your shoe, you know, a person's able to sit down and be able to reach their foot, you know, because the prosthetic's up so high that, I mean, it's hard to bend over with it. This leg's what they call an above knee. So here I have to have a knee that actually bends. This leg's below knee. I actually have my real knee and I can bend it. So when I drive, I just mash the gas, and then I have a hand brake for safety in case something goes wrong. I can use the brake to stop the truck. Prosthetics has changed drastically. So you got to think in 1995 when I started this, technology was way behind. As the years grown, technology has gotten so good and it changes a person's life who's in need of prosthetics. So if you have an old prosthetic, you know, go to the prosthetic company and ask for the latest and the greatest. This is the latest and greatest products. This is the best.
60 years of innovation, 60 years of attention to detail, 60 years of rigorous testing under race conditions is what makes ATI Performance Products great. ATI has been helping racers like you reach